Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL rumors swirling around the league, you already know that the Dallas Cowboys could be on the brink of a seismic shift at wide receiver. And I'm not talking about just adding some depth or a veteran piece to the roster. No, this is about potentially landing one of the most explosive, game-changing wideouts in the league right now, Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings. And believe me, this isn't just idle talk. The whispers from league insiders like Adam Schefter suggest that the Vikings, who are currently struggling at 5'8" and squeezed tight against their salary cap with just $28 million in cap space through 2026, might be willing to part ways with Jefferson in a blockbuster trade. Now, before we dive into the details, let's set the scene. The Vikings are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially after a season that's seen them fall short of expectations. They're sitting at a 5'8" record, and with the cap crunch, they're looking to reset their roster, especially at the quarterback position. That's where the Cowboys come into the picture. Dallas has been pushing hard for a true alpha receiver to elevate their offense, especially with CeeDee Lamb already established as a star, but still looking to reach that next level of consistency and explosiveness. Jefferson, a 26-year-old speedster, has exploded in 2025 with over 450 receiving yards, 14 touchdowns, and nearly 100 receptions. He's averaging 15.8 yards per catch, and his advanced metrics show he's among the elite at his position, a true game breaker who can take the top off defenses and make those contested catches look routine. What makes Jefferson such a tantalizing target for the Cowboys? Well, for starters, his ability to stretch the field is unparalleled. His deep target rate hovers around 48%, and he's averaging 3.8 yards of separation per route. Think about that, folks. That's the kind of separation that Dak Prescott loves, because it allows him to throw with confidence and let Jefferson do the rest. His yards after catch, YAC, total over 680 yards, proving he's not just a deep threat but also a yards after catch monster. His route running, which PFF grades at a stellar 91.8, reminds fans of the Randy Moss days in Minnesota, but Jefferson is more polished and consistent. The Vikings' offense ranks 18th in the league, averaging about 23 points per game, which isn't terrible but certainly not enough when you're trying to contend for a Super Bowl. Losing Jefferson would be a huge blow, especially considering his production: 112 yards per game, a 62% contested catch rate, and the ability to be a true focal point in any offense. His injury history includes a notable ankle injury that limited him to 13 games last season, but when healthy, Jefferson is a game changer. His career totals over 500 receiving yards and 45 touchdowns with 3 Pro Bowls under his belt showcase his elite status. Now, the Vikings are looking at some tough choices. They're especially concerned about their offensive line, which ranks around 61.2 on pass blocking per PFF. They need upgrades up front, and with their cap situation, they might see trading Jefferson as a way to get some draft capital, specifically 2 first-round picks, to rebuild their line and address other needs. The trade scenario makes sense for both sides. The Vikings get the draft picks they need to reshape their roster, and the Cowboys land an absolute game-changer who could redefine their passing attack. For the Cowboys, adding Jefferson would be like injecting a rocket into their offense. Post-Bland's ankle surgery in December 2025, the passing game has been searching for that spark. Jefferson's addition could push the Cowboys' passing yards per game from around 228 to over 280, significantly boosting their explosiveness. His presence on the field would force defenses to double-team him, opening up more options for CeeDee Lamb and others in the passing game. Think about it, Jefferson's yards per route run at 2.7 surpasses Lamb's 2.1, which projects to over 300 yards passing for Dallas, with an increased red zone touchdown rate of around 18%. Dak Prescott, who's been playing at a QBR of 93, for and completing over 66% of his passes, would have a true alpha receiver to throw to, especially on those crucial third downs and in the red zone. His chemistry with Jefferson could be immediate, and it would elevate the entire offense, making Dallas a much more dangerous team come playoff time. Not to mention, the addition of Jefferson would also help mitigate some of the issues in their secondary. While the defense has been allowing around 24 points per game, the offense could control more clock and possession, giving the defense a breather and reducing the pressure on the secondary, which has been dealing with injuries and inconsistent play. From a strategic standpoint, this move would also be a statement from the Cowboys organization. It signals their intent to contend now, not just build for the future. Jefferson's ability to stretch the field and create mismatches would be a nightmare for NFC East defenses trying to contain Dallas's offense. Plus, considering the Cowboys' recent history of aggressive trades and bold moves, this fits right into their mold of making a splash when the opportunity arises. Of course, there's always risk involved with such a trade. The Vikings are in a rebuilding phase, and giving up a franchise-altering player like Jefferson could be seen as a gamble. But for the Cowboys, it might be the missing piece to finally get over the hump, especially with a talented quarterback like Dak leading the charge. The division rivals, particularly the Eagles, who have weaker secondary coverage with PFF grades around 64.8, would have a much harder time trying to contain Jefferson, Lamb, and the rest of the Dallas offense. This kind of upgrade could be the difference-maker in key divisional games and playoff battles. Looking ahead, the potential impact of acquiring Jefferson could extend beyond just one season. If Dallas manages to keep him healthy and integrated into their system, it could set up a new era of aerial dominance, one that echoes the legendary days of Michael Irvin and the Cowboys' Super Bowl runs in the 90s. Imagine AT&T Stadium lit up with Jefferson in the Stars' colors, catching TDs that leave fans in awe, driving the team closer to its ultimate goal, another Super Bowl. The Vikings, on the other hand, would be entering a rebuild, possibly trading away their star to start fresh with draft picks that could help them develop a new core of young talent. So folks, this story is still unfolding, but the potential blockbuster trade involving Justin Jefferson and the Dallas Cowboys could be one of the most talked about moves of the NFL offseason. It's a move that could reshape the NFC East and alter the landscape of the NFL playoff picture. The Cowboys have been aggressive in recent seasons, and this might just be the move that puts them over the top. The excitement is palpable, and as the rumors heat up, fans are already dreaming of Jefferson making those iconic catches in the Star at AT&T Stadium, electrifying the crowd and helping Dallas chase another Lombardi trophy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. As we look toward the future, it's clear that the Cowboys are positioning themselves to be serious contenders. The addition of someone like Jefferson wouldn't just be a splash, it would be a statement. It would say that Dallas is all in, ready to make a deep playoff run and finally bring that next Super Bowl trophy back home to Arlington. And for fans like you and me, that's what we've been waiting for, that feeling of seeing our stars shine brightest, making history on the biggest stage. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.